Okay, so adding and subtracting and multiplying and dividing rational expressions. I'm crushing a lot of stuff into today. Okay, it's gonna be like drinking from a fire hose, so bear with me here. But you guys know how to add and subtract fractions, multiply and divide fractions. We're expanding that to algebra. Okay, do you remember what rational is? A rational number? A rational number is a fraction. Anything you can make a fraction. Okay. So we're gonna go math 1 here. Adding fractions. This is prior knowledge. We're accessing your prior knowledge to make this easier.
Yeah, I should take math 1.
Okay, well, there you go. Oh, new. What do we need to add fractions or subtract fractions? Common denominator. Okay, what's our common denominator? Right. Okay, this is very important to understand what I just did. Okay. You're going to have to translate this into algebra. Right? So 4 times 3 is 12, right? That's the bottom. But I also have to multiply the top by 3 here and by 4 here. So 3/12 plus 4/12 is 7/12. So you've just found a common denominator. We can do the same thing with subtracting, right? Are you with me? Okay, now we're going to translate that into algebra. There are a lot of different ways. Okay, we need a common denominator. Can't do that. That would be too easy. Let's start a little bit easier. Make the bottom here a 4x plus 8 on the right one. We'll start there. What do I have to do to the left side denominator to make it the right one? What can I multiply this by? 4. Okay, so this is going to be 4 over 4x plus 8. Right? Good on that? What I just did? I multiplied the one on the left by 4, top and bottom. And now the denominators match. Okay, so we have x plus 4 over 4x plus 8. I can simplify that. We'll get more into simplifying. That's added and subtracted. But as always, we have to simplify fractions, right? Oh, it's just a messy line. How about that? Can I make the bottom x plus 4? No, you can't. If I take a 4 out, it gives me x plus 2, and they don't match, so we're done. Okay, we can't simplify that, so we're good to go. So, okay, easy version on finding common denominators. What if I give you something a little bit more difficult? Okay, here's your next one. All right, so what's the common denominator? There's not one yet, but we need to create it.
You need to.
You cannot cancel the x's. Okay, I'm going to change colors here. What can I multiply? Let me show you this. This is one of the more common things you're just going to have to do. Just multiply the other each by each other to get a common denominator. Yeah. You can do the same thing with adding fractions numerically. Now you have a common denominator, right? What's the top going to be? Yeah, I do know. Okay, 5x squared plus 10x on this side. What's the left? 56? Because it's subtracted?
I can see that.
Nice. Thank you for that. Now I need to simplify. I'm just going to rewrite it a little bit nicer. Negative 5x squared plus minus 10x plus 56 over 8x plus 16. We're mathematicians. We like logic and order. That's why I put the exponents in order from biggest to smallest, left to right. Let's see, what else? I'm running you through lots of examples because there are lots of different things that you can do to find the common denominator. Sometimes you're going to have to factor. I just wrote a problem on the board and I walked over here. It is a shame. Would you like me to scoot? There will be no fighting. I have to factor the left denominator. It'll make my life a lot easier. It makes it more simple. So I notice this is a 2x, right? Can I pull a 2x out of the denominator on the left? What's left over?
X squared, no, just X squared.
I can't pull a 2x out, actually. I can pull an x out, though.
Yeah, I can see 3X.
I'm going to leave a space so I can do my common denominator. It's easier. Okay, what do I need to multiply the left one by to get 2x? On the left side, multiply by 2, top and bottom. And what about the right one? What am I going to multiply by? 3x plus 12. Now they match. Oh, we could have made that one on the right a little bit more simple. So we have that. Can I, this is something that a lot of people have issues with. Can I do this? Yes or no? No? Why not? Not necessarily. What's in the top there that prevents me from doing that? No, the 8's okay. It's, thank you, Logan. Say that again. That right there prevents us from just eliminating. Okay. So at this point, we just need to leave it as is and simplify. Distribute there. 8 times 3 is 24x. And 8 times 12 is 96. You can distribute the bottom, you don't have to. So we got 100. Put them in order.
It doesn't matter.
To be honest, I would probably try this.
That's why, yeah, that's why I addressed it. Can I simplify that fraction? What can I take out of every term? A 2. Just to show you. Now I can take the 2 out because it's multiplied. The addition is in parentheses. Now it's legal to eliminate. So you have your final there now. That dude. Yep. Okay, that's about where you're at introductory wise for the add and subtract. I can make it a lot harder, but that's where I want you guys to be able to sit. Okay. Next year, a lot of you are going to get a fire hose of it. So are there any questions adding and subtracting?
I forgot about some fruit off this journal, man.
Okay. How about multiplying? Okay, we're about half done. I want to give you as much time to work on this in class as possible. How do I multiply fractions? Straight across. So we're going to have to translate that into terms, algebra terms. I want to also point out to you, what if I did this? You're going to make your life a lot easier if you cross cancel first. Remember that skill? There's a 7 on top and a 7 on bottom, right? You cancel them out, they become 1s. 2 and 15 have no common factors, so survey says. All right. Nice. Okay. So if I translate that to algebra,
Why do we have to have X?
how to what?
No.
We did that last year, Math 3.
A little bit.
Just a little bit.
You didn't used to have to fill out the.
What my lady does with my friend.
1040? No, I didn't.
You didn't have to fill out the whole taxes.
That is, yeah. I think the tax, never mind, don't get me started. Can I cross cancel?
No.
2x out of both, and what's left here? 2 and 1.
That's a lot.
Calculus is on the board. Do you know why I canceled 4x and 2x out? Okay, there. It's multiplying, so I can cancel these two. But this is 2 times 2x. So I've taken. No, it's 1.
You can take x's out of both of them.
Because I took the x's out, and then the 2 is left here. All right, what's my answer? Okay.
Julia. Oh my gosh. She looks ridiculous.
Let's talk a little bit more difficult here.
No, I know. That's definitely not like.
Okay, a little bit more difficult here. I'm sorry. You'd think I was hitting him with an iron pipe.
No. You did.
When?
Just now.
Oh, just now. That is a 16 on top. The key to some of these is to factor before you even start. If you multiply that out right away, it creates a big mess. You all right there? Yeah, you good? How do I factor this one? Top left. What can I take out of it? Daniela. Top left, what can I factor out?
10.
And X. Can I take an X out of the top left?
Yeah.
What's left over?
2.
Okay. Bottom. Christian. Factor the bottom left. Say what? Squared. There's a squared in both of them, right? What's left? You got it? Stay with me here. You're starting to lose your minds. Oh, wrong. Okay, Logan, can you factor the top for me on the right side? What can I take out numerically? 16 going to 80? It does.
No.
And what can I take out for the x's?
2.
And what's left? Five? Do you know what we just did? I didn't give you time to process it.
No, I just now made a quick connection.
Okay. Houston. Houston Tibidibidibby. That's what it looks like. What's the bottom? Yep. What can I take out? Can't take an X out because there's not one.
Oh.
I got it. I got it. Slow down.
Yeah,
Okay, we have just made this. Thank you for that, both of you. Okay, we can cancel out. What can we cancel? Got it? And now the answer is... No, we can even simplify more. What is 160 over 240 as a fraction? Yeah, I do know. 2/3. Somebody's on top of things.
Get it, girl.
2/3.
And what is x cubed and x squared leave us with? There we goes. Look how much easier that is. Okay, one more. Let's divide. What's the trick on dividing fractions? Copy, dot, flip. Copy, dot, and flip. So now it's a multiplication problem. My answer, Yeah, 1 1/3 or 4/3.
4/3.
You're going to learn that that I think in like 6th grade they drill mixed numbers into your head. You don't really need them. 4/3 is perfectly fine. Leave it alone. I like mixed numbers. Stop it. I'm sorry. You can do 1 1/3. 4/3 is easier, and another step can bring in mistakes. You might lose points. So
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep that.
you would, yep.
Calculator first.
Well, no, if you put 1 1/3, you're okay. But if you put make a mistake and put 1 2/3, it's wrong. So you lose some points. So. Can you apply this? Can you apply this
Nope.
to what we just talked about with multiplication now? Julia, yes.
You just reverse that.
So if you see a division problem with algebra, copy dot flip it, and do the same thing we did in the other two with multiplying. Okay. Okay, last one.
Okay.
I just want to address this. If we got to simplify something that requires a little bit more factoring than we've seen today, like okay. Factor top and bottom to simplify. You remember how to factor these ones?
Show me how to do it. Oh, I remember this.
Okay. I need to, on the top, I have to multiply to get 4, add to get 5, right? So what are my factors?
1 and 4.
A plus 1, A plus 4. Again, 1 times 4 is 4. 1 plus 4 is 5. What's the bottom? There's a negative. No, there's not. What are two numbers that multiply to get 20? 10 and 2. Do they add up to 9? 5 and 4 do. Not 10 and 2. 10 and 2 is 12.
Isn't that how you're supposed to drive?
That's what they say.
And then you're supposed to not put your tongue in it.
But if you crash, you don't break your phone.
Break your nose.
Everybody should deploy.
Those things hurt.
Okay, what can I cancel? Zach, what can I cancel? And my answer is... Okay. Are you cooked yet?
Oh, yeah.
All right.
I'm well done. Everybody should be well done. Everybody should deploy and kind of save it.
Okay, I'm going to give you some practice problems. On the front page. Listen closely or you get to do them all. That one. 1. 5. 7. 13. 1, 5, 7, 13. Okay, it's the back side of that. The numbers are a little screwy because I had to cut and paste. Seven, 11, 21, 23.
This is gonna be fun.
Do I sense a sarcasm?
A little bit. No.
Okay, 8 problems. You have 20 minutes of class remaining. Get her done.